to support everybody for freedom.
Yes.
This wall is not freedom.
Yes.
This is not freedom. They took away your freedom.
Yes.
They took away my freedom. They took away my child's freedom. So, even if the people say, oh, the wall will come down, we have another wall there.
Yeah.
Too many walls.
Yes.
Too many separation between the government and the people. I'm the people of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go see my place.
Yes.
Taken away.
Yeah.
From you. Taken away from me. Taken away from my son.
Yeah.
Shameful.
Yes.
Very shameful.
Yes.
Shameful.
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 So today will be a little bit like a history lesson. The Berlin Wall. You know the Berlin Wall?
Yeah.
Everybody know the Berlin Wall, right?
Yes.
I was at the Berlin Wall. I was in the army at the Berlin Wall. I saw the Berlin Wall. I saw the people who tried to come over the wall. They were killed. I saw. This is like the Berlin Wall, the same. The same as the Berlin Wall. We must stand against this wall.
Yes.
Because it represents the government of Hong Kong and take away the people of Hong Kong. That's this purpose. So I want to talk about it, and I want to make sure that everybody understands this is like the Berlin Wall.
Yes.
The same as the Berlin Wall. Shameful. And the Berlin Wall came down because of the people. Because the people refused the wall, it came down. Absolutely. So I want to talk about this, okay? Tear down the wall.
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 No more freedom. If the wall is here, you have no freedom.
Of course.
You cannot go talk to your government.
No.
Cannot. They keep you from going. But actually the wall is keeping the government people inside. That's all. Not the public. It's keeping the people inside. But believe me, in my heart, I'm not happy. Singing, I'm not happy. Okay? Because I saw this same wall in Berlin. I saw it. Communism and freedom. Communism and freedom. It was the same. And then they said to the people, we want to protect the people. Protect the people. So we have to put up a wall. We know that's rubbish. Protect us from what? We're not doing anything wrong. We just want freedom. That's all. We want freedom for the people of Hong Kong. And we want people to have one voice, one vote. Vote for who they want to vote for. The chief executive. And the song, I understand we have some song. I'm agreeable. If we can sing, let's do, okay? But remember, our hearts are heavy. Our hearts are heavy, very heavy. Let's sing to them, all right? If we have to sing, no need to sing to the wall. The wall is rubbish. The wall doesn't have ears, okay? Take the wall away. Sing to them.
Okay.
Maybe they arrest us, who knows? Put us in jail for singing, maybe, okay? Let's sing, please.
Yeah, shall we get a bit closer together?
You can sing. What are you doing?
We will have a stronger voice if we
You just sit there.
closer together.
Okay, come on. Try your best.
Okay.
Guys, I'm not the greatest singer, but I want to show you what one person can do. Okay? Sometimes we say we have to have more people, more and more people. Actually, one person, one by one by one, okay? I will go there and sing, my best this song to one of those people right in their face. I cannot say that what I'm doing is wrong. Okay? And we will I want to make them have correction. I'm not angry at them. I'm not angry. I want them to correct themselves. I want this wall to be taken down. Take down the wall.
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 Please, I am one person. So I won't attack you, okay? I'm going to sing to you. I don't know you. Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. With the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drum. There is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Now, I want to encourage those who are brave. Those who are brave. Go find somebody. Sing them the song. Try it. Or do it as a group. You see how that man ran away. That man ran away from me, singing to him. What kind? You can sing Cantonese, of course.
And then they just tell the police to arrest you for harassment on the street, Bob.
Okay, thank you very much. So, no, they want to arrest me. So,
if they understand English.
if you want to sing, sing by any means. Find someone to sing to and go sing. I'm fine, thanks, Edward. I'm gonna need your help on the translation. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. All right, just sing. Do you hear the people sing? Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? You sing of some people who will not be slaves again. Beating of the drums. Join us. What would you like me to do?
Is it a new organization name?
It's not mine. It's not mine. I don't really even know the people.
No organization name. No. Okay.
I want to try to help you. It's not mine. It's not mine.
Why don't we do that? We'll sing here a few more times and then we start. You talk about the more.
Yeah.
I don't want the grip to be too sparingly.
Okay.
Okay,
Come on over.
To fake democracy.
Say no to fake democracy.
Why don't you
Yeah.
lead us in the prayer before we start?
Okay.
Is that okay?
I'm a pastor, so let me just. Some of you may not be Christians. It's okay. I'm friendly with everybody. Okay. So thank you, Lord, for this time. We pray that more and more people will come, and that more people will become really unhappy and outrageous about this place of the wall. It is such a shameful thing for Hong Kong. Very shameful. We just pray, Lord, that you take down that wall. tear down that wall so that people can go back into that place with freedom. Amen. All right. I get to talk. I get.
Why don't we do it and
Yeah.
Ken first? Okay.
You help me? Go ahead.
咁我哋大家低頭祈禱下，亦都感謝你，特別今日俾到機會喺度示威。雖然呢個唔係一個好嘅節目，但係我哋感謝你，我哋有一班人係關心香港，想為香港發聲嘅。我哋亦都希望你，我哋繼續可以揾到幾多人，越嚟越多人將呢個咁我哋希望你都帶領我哋打出嚟嘅。我知道你都好希望。
10 months ago, and I was in that. I came here to support the freedom of the people of Hong Kong over there in that tent, in that area. Many of you saw that about 10 months ago. I need translation, maybe? No? How about those people there? I know they don't speak English, those people right there. Okay? Okay.
I'll just.
Okay, well, that's fine. So, if they want. So what happened was that I saw the changes taking place. I saw the people coming and going with freedom right there. And I saw it changing slowly, 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 and then quicker and quicker and quicker. I want to make sure we're getting the translation. Okay. So I saw the changes slower, slower, and then quicker and quicker. And my heart was broken. And I stood behind there when all the policemen were standing here, maybe 1,000 policemen. I stood behind them over there. I was heartbroken. The people couldn't go there. I could go there. I was one. But the people couldn't go. I was so heartbroken. I was shameful. Okay, you know translation in this ministry? Okay. Shameful. So what happened is that I remembered what I felt like when I saw the Berlin Wall. I was at the Berlin Wall in 1977, 1978. I remember what I felt like. And I will describe that to you. It's no different than this, actually. And we have to have an understanding. This is not a construction wall. This is a wall to keep the people out of that place. That's what it is. And it's a separation between the people and the government. We all know that. The problem is, many people in Hong Kong, we have to begin to tell them, this is a wall of shame. But it's also our anger about what is happening to this place and to all the places in Hong Kong. So I will give you a little history lesson now. Does anyone not understand here in the English or okay on the English? Okay, please, every Friday night, remember, this will be, anyone who knows me knows, I will be here every Friday night unless I'm dead. If I'm not here one Friday night, it's because of something like that, okay? Or they put me into jail. Maybe, okay?
Well, you have to go to the liaison office tomorrow, so better not.
All right, not yet. I will go. So what happens is that the Berlin Wall was built in around 1960. And one day, you know, the people, they had East Germany, they had West Germany. East Germany was communist, West Germany was democratic, elected by the freedom. They could choose their own leader, one person, one vote, okay, in 1960. So we're talking about after World War II. And the people had that division. Now they could go back and forth in Berlin to visit their family, their friends, just like China before. It's very similar, right? And then around 1961 night, the communists started to put up the brick wall, piece by piece. It went up in about a few days, really. And then they put barbed wire on top. And people were jumping out of the buildings to get to freedom, to visit their friends. And I didn't see that part of it because I came later. But the problem was the wall was going up. It was about 3 to 4 meters tall, okay? There was no way to grab onto the top, the final product, all right? And now I will tell you what I saw and what I experienced and why I was there. We went the people, all of a sudden, they were looking out their window and they could see the people of freedom on the other side. And the people of freedom couldn't go there. It's not much different than here, actually. I'm sure when those people are looking out, they realize they're in a prison there. That's a prison now. We all know that, okay? Even the people who work there know that they're in a prison, but they can't talk about it because they're afraid of their job. We have to be the ones to speak for them. And then the Berlin Wall, people were getting out. What I saw in the Berlin Wall was they had a place, just like here, there's another wall on the other side of that fence, about 1 meter. But what they did in Germany, they had dogs, they had mines in the ground to blow up. I saw all that. They had machine guns, automatic machine gun, just kill you when you try to go across. And what I saw on that day, in the last 9 months, people tried to go over there. They were stopped, or they tried to stop by the security guard, by the police. The police actually didn't really try to stop them. I have to be honest and fair. It was the security guards that did that. They would grab onto their arms and keep them from going over there. I was shocked. I was amazed. 1 week they could go, the next week they couldn't go. And this was before this shameful wall came up. I call this the Hong Kong Wall. We call it the Berlin Wall. This should be known as the Hong Kong Wall, and people all over the world should know that this is the Hong Kong Wall and what it represents, what that represents. I want people to know that. And so we would look over the wall and we would see people and families and children in those apartment buildings sticking their head out the window. They could look across, but they couldn't go. They couldn't get inside. They couldn't go across that wall. It was shameful. How long did the wall last? Does anyone know what year the wall came down? Does anybody know?
1989.
Yeah, 1989. I don't know. It was a long time. 1989, it came down. I wasn't there. I was there from 76 to 77, and I was in Germany in 79 till 79. But I was around the Berlin Wall and the fence. And the point is the people came out. You know, on one side they had freedom, like us now, somewhat. They wrote with chalk and paint about their desires. Please look at these pictures. I want everybody to take a minute now. I give you 1 minute or 2 minutes. Go look at those pictures. Those are from the Berlin Wall. Look at those pictures from the Hong Kong Wall. What happened to us in Hong Kong? Look, take a look. Just take a look. I'll give you 2 minutes and then I'll call you back, okay? Talk among yourselves. Feel sad. Feel shame. Feel that in your heart. Take a look. This is a picture of the Berlin Wall. A young girl, you know, with the soldier on the wall. And I didn't see it. I only took it off the internet. But of course, she has the power. She has the power. That's the way it should be, right? And just a small girl. That's what that means to me. I don't know about you. You may have a different understanding. Okay? Look, everybody remembers that, right? How many of you were here for the HKTV? I was here. I started over there October 20th. This is the HKTV. You can see the screen right here. What were they doing wrong? Okay? And actually, it was very peaceful. And people had freedom to go in there. And they had a lot of information given to them. There was nothing wrong with this. So why is this here? What's the reason? I'm very sad when I see that kind of photograph. Here's another one, a different one. I think this was the national education. Okay? Because I can tell by all the tents in the background, the mini tent, the national education. I wasn't here. Who was here for national education? Was it peaceful or not?
Peaceful, sure.
Peaceful. So what's the matter that they have to do this? I'm sad. Of course, it's about the politics. It's not anything else. We have to be honest with each other, okay? That's no difference between the Germany wall. It was about politics. Keep the people inside, keep their mind in the prison. That was the purpose. But we are out here, right? And then we have some more pictures. This picture, I was here on that day. I was sitting right behind all those policemen in that yellow tent right there. Okay? The policemen came suddenly. You remember 1,000 policemen or something like this. They all stood in a line across there. Who could go in? We are peaceful people, but surely we have a voice. Surely we want freedom. This was just not right to the people of Hong Kong. And that day, when the protester was there, I can tell you they were peaceful. It was the New Territory farmer protesters. I was sitting there with them. They were peaceful. Now over there, that's different, but here they were peaceful. So why did they run them away? Why? And now they're using the excuse, the government, we have to protect the people, so we have to put up this wall. We're afraid of the people, the terrorists coming here. That's rubbish. We all know that. It's to protect themselves from you, actually, and from me. I don't know this girl, but what this means to me, that's how I feel. Sometimes. I have a voice. It's not like I'm never afraid. I've been threatened to be put in jail many, many times by those security guards and by the police. Many times. Every day they threaten me here. Every day. All right? Sometimes 3 times a day. And all I was doing was reading a book or talking to people. And I know what that means. That's shameful. That's shameful. If you don't have a voice now for this wall, you may lose your voice in the future. Like China, the same. Now this is one of the last protests. You know, every day we had 50 to 100 people come here to protest every day. I saw it for 10 months. Many groups, you didn't know about them. I put them on Facebook. You never knew about them. I put it up. They just would show up and do a protest. That's freedom of speech. And they were totally kind people. They took that away from us. They put everybody out here. Who said we have to come out here? I love this picture of the Berlin Wall because it shows the wall coming down and the people going in. When is that going to happen here again? When? Does anybody really in their heart think that the wall will ever come down again?
Yes.
I believe in my heart it will come down. But we have to be like the people from Germany. We have to go to that wall, draw our pictures on the wall, and tell them our feelings and our thinking about this wall. And the wall inside that they're going to have. It's going to be a stronger wall, right? But we can do the same thing. Here's another one. This is like, I think of this picture here as today, now. That's what we look like today. Not much different, really, if you look carefully. It's not much different. A few people standing at the wall with some cameras. But the wall came down. The wall came down. And the people could get inside for freedom. So we must not give up. We must not lose hope. We must keep fighting. We have no choice. What do you want for your children or your nieces and nephews in the future? What do you want? Do you want them to be in a prison of Hong Kong? We have to fight. And we have to have a focal point of this wall, in my opinion. Everybody knows this is a place of freedom before. And if we give up this focal point, this point of the wall, like the Berlin Wall, they never gave up. They never let down that this was the place that they kept going to. Because that represented freedom. Freedom for one people and no freedom for the other people. That's what it represented to them. This picture here, I love it because, of course, we don't have barbed wire too often in Hong Kong. This is called barbed wire. But you put it on top. I remember the people of Hong Kong, the protesters coming here the last week or two when they closed it. They stood here and they were looking over the fence. Some of them climbed over the fence. Maybe some of you climbed over the fence. But most of them, they're just looking. And the police were standing there. The guards were standing there. The guards retreat. The police come forwards. This is not democracy. This is not freedom. All right? And, you know, democracy is not about violence. Democracy is about freedom. We have the right to say what we need to say. Now, I want to tell you a little bit more about the Berlin Wall and this place. And then I will answer some questions for about 10 minutes. If you have some questions, you can ask me. All right? We have to understand, they want you to think that they are in control. They want you to think that. They want you to think they put up a wall like this and you can do nothing. They put a sign on it. It represents construction, building. That's what they want you to believe. But actually, it's not true. It represents prison for you and for them and for each generation of Hong Kongers. That's what it represents. That's the reality. Okay? Now, how do we tear this wall down? We bring every Friday, I will come here and I will try my best to find speakers. You know, that everyone can come here and talk. Why not? Even the people that I don't agree with can come and talk. Okay? I don't have to listen to you. But what happens is you can come to the Berlin Wall, the Hong Kong Wall, you can come to and you can talk. You can bring people. And that's what we need to do every Friday. Never get the pressure off them that the people have given up. No, we didn't give up. Not at all. We are fighting every Friday. So before I start, I want to say one thing again, okay? I want them to know, tear down this wall. I want them to know that. Okay? Tear down. I want them to feel the shame that I feel about this wall. Some of them do, I can tell you. They've told me privately. But of course they have a job. But they have to quit their job. Why become a person like that and hurt the people of Hong Kong? Find another job. But we have to make them feel that this is shameful to us, everyone here. All right? And you know, when there are 1 million people in Hong Kong, or 500,000, whatever the number is, that is speaking out, is a lot of people. It's not just one, like me. It's a lot of people. Okay? We need to mobilize the people to come back here. Don't give up. So I want to just say to them, I will stand in front, okay? Tear down this wall. 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 Come on, guys, get your heart into it. Tear down this wall.
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 Shameful.
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 Tear down this wall.
Tear down this wall.
Tear down this wall.
Tear down this wall.
Shameful.
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 People know this. And I slept in the winter, the summer, the bugs would bite me, the ants would bite me at night. You know, I woke up one night, I have 30 red ants on my body. Okay? And cockroaches, I had 6 or 7. The cockroaches here at night get this big, just to tell you. Okay? Over there, because I slept over there. I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating. Okay? And about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, you go to McDonald's, it's air conditioning, but the homeless people are in there. I was there because it's so hot that you go there. So what happens is that for this wall, you have to tell yourself, come. Don't give up every Friday. Bring your friends. You know, we're peaceful here. But never keep the pressure on them. Don't give up. If you're busy that day, fine. But bring your friends. You shouldn't be so busy that you're going to lose your freedom. I'm telling you. 5 or 10 years from now, Hong Kong won't even be close to the same. Absolutely not. If we don't keep doing what we can do. All right? So you must not give up. Just like the Berlin Wall. You know, I saw some videos. They took little hammer and they would come and they took one little hammer, one person. It was amazing. And then they took that wall down. And the wall came down not because of what we did, the people did. It was because, I have to be honest with you, it was a miracle. You know a miracle? Something you cannot explain. It came from a decision inside of the government where there was a mistake. Somebody said a mistake in the public, a government leader, and it was misunderstood. And the people flocked to the wall and brought the wall down. No violence, no bloodshed, nothing. The wall came down within a matter of weeks. Gone. Communism disappeared from Czechoslovakia, Poland, all those places. Just disappeared like that. Don't give up. All right? Now, if someone has a question, I know I've been in Hong Kong for 20 years, so I'm familiar with Hong Kong. Okay, I'm sorry that whenever someone says, can you speak Chinese? I speak some other languages, German, a little bit of Russian, and some other languages. But what happens is that I always just give them the reason I'm not smart enough to learn Chinese. I don't know if that's true or not. But what happens is that, for sure, my heart is to try to help you. Because some of you have nowhere else to go. You can't go, or maybe you love this place so much. You want to try to see it have freedom. So I'm here to answer some questions. Now I know it's not normal for Chinese people to ask questions. Just sit there and listen, right? We can't do that anymore. We can't do that. We can't let them tell us what to do. No way. Okay? Does anybody have any questions they want to ask about the Berlin Wall, about this wall, about the time I stayed inside there in those tents, all the protesters? So many things. Or about me personally.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
It's not about the war, but it's my thinking is about what can we do? What can we do to wake up most of the Hong Kong people? Because my impression about most of the majority of Hong Kong people, they are still being very naive and ignorant. They have no idea what is real democracy. What they care about is just daily lives, how to make more money.
Right.
And sadly, this is the majority of Hong Kong people.
Yeah.
Intellectually, the level is still very low.
Yeah.
That's why you have so many followers. You know, follow that ridiculous, Zhao Yong's.
Yeah, I know that. I'm going to say, I know someone has a microphone.
My question is, I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to educate the majority of Hong Kong people to wake up.
Okay, let me answer that. I wish I had the microphone, right? It'd be easier for my voice. When I was in Germany, I was in the army there. I just was a young man, like 18 or 19 or 20. I'm not some kind of freak about politics. We just go there, we join the army, get a paycheck, we go and do our thing. But we knew we were there for freedom. And actually, and to help the people, actually in Germany, we could not see at all how the people could be free. Because the Russians, the Soviet Union was so powerful, and we saw no chance. We didn't know. And even coming across the wall, we didn't know. All we knew is that we had a purpose for being there that was right, that was just like now. We have a purpose for being here, each one of us. We're right to be here. So we know we're doing the right thing. We know that will have a result in the end which will be correct because we're doing the right thing. So that's the first point. The second point that I understand is the people have to feel the heat, the fire on their skin. you know, for them to take action. And we're seeing that more and more in Hong Kong. The people now are starting to understand there's not food for them to eat. There's medical problems, maybe the old people. There's a breakdown of the family unit in Hong Kong among the Hong Kong people. They're starting to feel that firsthand. So we're seeing more and more people take to the streets because they're becoming desperate. And I have to be honest, I've been following the government for, maybe some of you are more knowledgeable than me, many, many months. I can tell you their policies are not at all helping the people of Hong Kong. That's my personal opinion. They come up with a policy. How are they fixing the old people's teeth? They are not. Okay? How are they giving the people on CSA enough money to live on, to eat? They are not. We know that. It's $2,100 for a single person. They are not. So all these things are going to make the people, it's going to actually make the government collapse, in my opinion. I don't think you can continue to do what you're doing and think that it will work. I don't think so. 500,000 people came out when I was over at Wan Chai. I saw the people come by. I think that's a pretty good estimate. What do you do with 500,000 people? Pretty hard to stop that, right? So that's my only answer. And then each person has to do what they can do, just like me. Don't give up. You do what you can do.
I'd like to share my observation with all of you instead of raising questions. Apart from the physical barriers, we also have the invisible. That is the can control or criticized by the professional mass media. This situation is similar to the barrier within the government. You may find more full details of the mass media from the East Germany or even the elections in China, as well as Hong Kong. And we Hong Kong have already raised more and more professional newspapers or projects, and you may also hear about the so-called 50 voice.
Thank you. If you have a question, you too, you can make a question too. You know, thank you. Thank you.
It's good to have Raymond raise this question too.
Try again if you want. You want to tell them in Chinese?
Raymond is with the civil servants, so salute.
Civil servants in the working.
No, I mean I'm an employee from the Labor Department. However, I'm not a civil servant, but I'm a contractor.
Good enough. Good enough.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
各位朋友講啊嘛，唔講自由發言啊嘛，你報咗名都唔講啦，我講啦。
自由發言，中文台而家啊，
你講唔講啊？唔講我講啊。
講啊，你講啊，你講唔使理人啫。講個名先，然後
我係大陸豬。
我大陸豬，
我知。嗱咁樣嚟到呢度咧，我哋聽下位老朋友講下呢個即係香港嘅柏林圍牆啊，係嘛？咁呢輪咧都有啲感觸嘅，即係話張勇整咗個發水嘅100幾萬人簽名啊，係嘛？咁係咪係好容易？香港人即係咪我自己就肯定係香港人啦，都好有多少情緒波動啊！但係咧，嗱你今日呢2日律師會嘅事啊！我哋知道咗，你話同阿鬼佬講啦，有一個數係實數，99%嘅香港人唔接受共產制度喺香港落腳，包括阿張勇佢自己都唔接受。如果接受啊，唔使咁驚青，攞居英權啦。冇錯啊！嗱呢個數係實數，所以我哋對香港嘅同胞，即係香港人啊，要有信心。對我哋自己有信心。如果我哋做咩事要肯定成功去做，咁啊柏林圍牆都拆唔到啦。嗱，鬼佬叫我哋拆咗呢個香港嘅柏林圍牆。香港圍牆啊。係啦，咁樣嚟講咧，我哋一樣有信心，有朝一日我哋拆咗呢埲牆，將個政府歸翻人民。
好嘢，杜志好嘢。
Let me say something about this man, about this gentleman. He was the last one to do the protest inside there. The day that 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he was inside there doing a protest with about 10 or 15 people. And that night they closed that. They took everything away, closed it. He was the last person to have the freedom. So actually, I don't want to make him feel proud, but I just will tell you historically that he has something to do with the history of Hong Kong at this moment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.